Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to digiMAX Sports Network. This is Scott Kerker along with Randy Bagoa. Coach, Randy, man, this the nice thing about basketball is you play a game, you maybe lose a little bit or not have maybe the greatest game, and you can come back the next day and play. It's not even 24 hours. Didn't go so well last night. Awfully good game, and I think Metamora's going to have a chance today to kind of come out and play a really nice game.
Absolutely, Mahomet 9-4, Redbirds are 12-5. Absolutely, Mahomet 9-4, Redbirds are 12-5. It's going to be a good matchup. But you're right. Having this quick turnaround, sometimes you want to shake that off. Right? Shake it off and just move on, and so hopefully Shake it off and just move on, and so hopefully the Redbirds got a good night's sleep last night. They're hydrated, ready to go as a physical game night. Last night for us. So, maybe there's some lessons there we take home, right?
For sure. I talked to Logan Vasquez just a few minutes ago. He took kind of a pounding last night. He said he was a little sore when he got home last night, went in the hot tub, spent a little while in there, and he said he feels pretty good today. So kids recovered quick.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're young, we're versatile. We're going to bounce back from this thing and come out and get after them today.
Oh, we take a timeout. When we come back, we'll talk to the Redbird head coach. Welcome back to St. Joseph's. Coach, we just talked about it before we went on. Come back after a loss and play a game within 24 hours.
Yeah, definitely.
How have your players responded? I know Logan Vasquez took a little bit of a pounding last night. He says he feels fine today, but are we as a team, are we feeling pretty good?
I wouldn't expect Logan to say anything different. He's a warrior.
Yeah.
We love Logan. But definitely was a little bit of a grind last night. We had started a couple pretty good players, and same thing here tonight. Logan and Brady got their hands full with two really good offensive players, and it's a tough team. They got four guys that can score the ball really well, a couple guys that can shoot it. It's going to be a good challenge. They're a good team.
Yeah, so Mahomet comes in here, 9-4, solid team. What do you expect here? Fast-paced game, half-court game. They've got the big guys here, I could see.
Yeah. They're not much of an inside team. A lot of guards. Even the big guy plays more on the perimeter, pull up jumpers, and drive the ball to the rim. But shot clock game today, so try to speed up the pace a little bit. Hopefully hit a bunch of threes and build up a lead early.
Okay.
Coach, I think one of the common opponents was Taylorville. They played Taylorville, and we played them. I think they won by 7.
Yeah, I think Taylorville lost by 2. Taylorville coach told me they played their best game of the year against these guys and almost beat them.
Yeah. And then you played them last Saturday, so that's a little bit of a comparable thing, but you basically got to come out and play your game anyway. It really doesn't matter the other team.
Yeah, no, these guys, they beat some good teams. They gave Kankakee a really good game earlier in the year, like 12 or 14-point loss. So they're kind of like us. I mean, they can play really, really good and sometimes a little bit more average from time to time. Inconsistency, kind of like us. So hopefully we play with a good game today.
Coach, good luck. Bring home W.
Thanks, guys.
Good get 'em.
We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll talk about the keys to today's game.
Goodfield State Bank. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you. Commerce Bank. From setting short-term goals to planning for your future, if it matters to you, it matters to us. Commerce Bank. Member FDIC. Thanks to our halftime sponsor, Merrill Lynch. Big advice from small town advisors. Zobrist Insurance, your total insurance solution. Hanover's Pub. See you on the square. Kerrigan's Pub, where fans become friends. Mason Funeral Homes, proud supporter of the Metamora Redbirds. Kirby Foods. Kirby Foods is proud to be 100% employee owned. Sue's Place. Come see us after the game. Easy Mortgage. Whether you're buying or refinancing, Easy Mortgage makes the process easy.
Germantown Grill, where our staff loves the game as much as you do. Football, basketball, baseball, whatever your sport, we'll be cheering right along as we serve up your hometown favorites. We've got everything you need to celebrate the wins. Food and flavors to satisfy any craving. Plus, the best private gaming around, powered by Gold Rush Gaming, the gold standard in video gaming. Only at Germantown Grill in Germantown Hills.
Well, welcome back to St. Joseph. Randy, I think it's tonight, because we lost last night or this afternoon, I think it's going to be kind of important for us to get off to a good start shooting-wise for confidence.
Oh, my gosh, yeah. I mean, this is, Scott, when you look at games, right, Friday night we played in East Peoria, the biggest crowd I've ever seen in that facility.
Oh,
you know what
for
I mean?
sure.
Full, I mean, the energy, the excitement, all that. And this is the polar opposite of that.
This is like the Jackpot.
Yeah, when I was an official, these were the toughest games to ref. A Saturday morning game, everybody's tired. The gym's pretty quiet. You get one angry fan, everybody can hear what that guy has to say. So this is one of those games. This is a little bit of a trap game because you've got to bring it. You know what I mean? The crowd's not going to give you that energy. You got to wake up after a big physical game last night. East Peoria screened up better than anybody we've played all season. Poor Logan Vasquez, was getting, Quentin Kitt was just picking the heck out of him. I mean, he's got to have bruises on his arms. So, yeah. So you come into this game Saturday morning, there's just not a lot of natural energy in this gym, right? So you have to bring it. We're a young team. Hopefully these guys got a good night's rest, a lot of hydration. But you're right, this is a test to us. See what will do we have coming in here on a Saturday morning to just bring it,
Yeah.
And so we're going to find out about a little bit about our personality here this morning
For sure.
as a team, right?
How much of, how is their mental toughness?
Yeah.
And, because you're right, you got to generate your own enthusiasm and adrenaline. And, when you come off a loss and you probably didn't shoot as well as you would have liked. And I look for guys like Sam Koch tonight because I thought he had a pretty solid game last night. I don't know
real nice second quarter. Yeah,
I don't know if anybody had a bad game last night.
No, you got to give it to East Peoria. They played tenacious defense. They were physical. They set great screens. They created separation. Just all those things. So yeah, we've got to bounce back. And I think the shot clock here is one thing. Having it in this shootout helps us a little bit.
For sure. And, I look for guys like Briggs Busey, and I just look for our shooters to come out tonight, kind of impose a little bit of their will. I think we're going to be, I like to believe that we're going to be maybe the more physical team.
Yeah, I think we bring that from our conference.
Sure.
That's to compete in the Middle I-9 in Peoria, you have to be extremely physical. And you're right. I mean, if there was some lessons that we might take away from that game last night, one of them might be that we have to get more physical, as a team, right? just to compete in those kind of games. You know?
Yeah, and I think that you know, we say we need to be. There's been games where we've been really physical, and I think last night there was I'm going to say it was the perfect storm. Their backs were against the wall, having lost twice. We've talked about this a lot, but their backs were against the wall. They had a huge crowd. Every time something big happened, or even not even big, something happened, their fans went nuts. And that's the first time all year that our kids have gone into somebody else's house in a packed house.
Yeah, you're right. The perfect storm is right on track, you know, and you know, they executed and they played, you know, extremely good basketball. You know, their shot selection was better than it had been all year, and you know, I had nightmares last night about the double high screen. You know, Du Bois just cutting off those screens and watching Vasquez just take a pounding.
Logan had nightmares about that too, and I think his rib probably felt that a little bit also.
Yeah, exactly. So that's just, you know.
But he's a gamer. Coach called him a warrior, and I think that's kind of what it's going to be. But I look for Brady Jones to kind of do some things here tonight But you know, I think it's very important for Metamora to kind of go back to the way they were playing. You know, big win for our JV team tonight. I don't know if they played Mahomet-Seymour, but they won the 27-point win.
Yeah, that was against Mahomet-Seymour earlier this morning over in the other gym. But you're right. You know, and you think about the personality of our team. You know, to me, when we have been most effective, it has not been really in the half-court game. You know, it's been the up-tempo, you know, when we're pressing, you know, and I think Coach Dame had so much respect for the East Peoria team last night that he didn't put on the press. You know, you got Du Bois, you got some guys who are extremely capable. So I got to think we got to get that press in condition so later in the season we can go to it when needed. You know what I mean?
There's a potential we could play East Peoria 2 more times. You got to leave something in the holster.
You're right. So, yeah, maybe Coach Dame was playing a little poker and just kind of keeping a poker face, holding back, because, you know, there's some other things that we haven't, you know, some other arrows in the quiver that we didn't bring out, you know. So today I expect us to be a little up pace, you know, run a little bit. That loosens our guys up. They seem to be more comfortable with that. You know, get some layups. But then you're right. I mean, our three-point shooting is a big piece of the formula in terms of what we have to do today. You know, and a Saturday morning in a quiet gym, sometimes that's hard to do, Scott. You know,
I know. Been there, done that.
Yeah, you got to get the mojo going here. So we're going to have to bring that energy.
You know, I think as a freshman and a sophomore, you're kind of used to that because you played. You know, most of your games are empty gyms. They only have one side of the bleachers pulled out of a freshman game, and you know, sophomore games they're usually not very crowded then yet either. But you know, then for varsity it makes a difference because at times you can be used to big crowds and a lot of fans and people to get that adrenaline going. But Metamora, let's face it, you know, we played at the Jack Tosh with good crowd. We brought nice fans. Yeah. But less than 500 people there, you know, and that's about what we got here today. We've got a few Metamora fans here. We see the Koches down there, but and we got some other fans here. But I just think it's going to be it's going to be a big game for us. I don't know if they do the national anthem for every game or if they're just going to go right into the starting lineups. But we're just about ready to get started here. But that's kind of nice.
Yeah, I mean, here we are. I haven't done the math on the hours, but, you know, what are we like, 18 hours off of our last game here? So, you know, pretty quick turnaround here for this one.
Good afternoon and welcome to St. Joseph High School for the Christian Clinic Shootout. Our second matchup today is between the visiting team, the Metamora Redbirds, and the home team, the Mahomet-Seymour Bulldogs.
We'll pass it over to the PA here to give us the lineups.
First for the Redbirds, at guard, the 6'2" junior, number 3, Briggs Busey. At guard, the 6' junior, number 4, Logan Vasquez. At guard, the 6'1" junior, number 11, Gavin Geyer. At forward, the 6'3" sophomore, number 22, Sam Koch. And at
Randy, if I got that right, they start all 5 seniors.
Yeah, and I'm just looking at the roster here. I've got, according to the roster, it's 3 seniors and 2 juniors.
Oh, is it 2 juniors? Okay.
But
okay.
yeah, the way it sounded, it did sound like a lot of seniors. So yeah, you've got a lot of experience here in this Mahomet team. So Redbird's going to have to start out right off the bat, start playing here. So Mahomet controls the tip. Nichols, their big guy, looks to be about 6'6", 6'7", right there with Brady Jones. Takes the jumper from the free throw line and hits it. So that's Malachi Nichols.
That's a pretty nice looking shot.
Yeah, pretty athletic, 6'6", and the coach mentioned that, you know, he's really not, he's more of a guard type player. So, you know, you kind of got the 5 guards versus the 5 guards matchup here. Brady Jones, baseline jumper. Ooh. Nichols with the rebound. Nichols really is looking now. In the lane, doesn't go. Offensive rebound, and now Vasquez is going to get called for the foul. The junior guard to the line to shoot 2. Yeah, they don't have heights on their roster here,
no.
Scott, so it's kind of hard to tell. But height-wise, you know, we match up pretty well. It looks like here.
Yeah, I don't think they have. If they may have a slight advantage, but not enough to really make a difference. And that gives them the 3-0 lead.
Mahomet setting up a little press here, a little zone press, a little 2-2-1. Geyer drives the baseline, gets it out to Koch, down to Busey for 3. Doesn't go. Geyer with the rebound, fights it inside, and he'll draw the foul. That's going to go against their big guy, Nichols. That's just a hustle rebound there. Yeah. Geyer just works so hard when he gets in the lane there. Uses his body so well.
And it's up and good.
Breaks the Redbirds into the scoring column.
And he gets them both.
Good sign to see us hitting free throws early, Scott.
Yep.
You know? Three-point attempt doesn't go. And Mahomet gets the rebound putback. That's number 35, senior Jack Dell. Vasquez drives the lane, gets tied up. Loses it, and Mahomet's on the run. Geyer now with the rebound, gets it up to Vasquez. Ball gets taken to Jones, gets the save. Layup won't go. Mahomet with the rebound. And that's Nichols with the little jumper in the lane, and man, he's tough. Looks like he likes to operate on that free throw line area. Vasquez gets a screen from Geyer. Busey now drives the lane, tries to finish with the left hand, gets knocked away. Mahomet on the run for 3, doesn't go. Mahomet with the rebound. And the dunk shot gets blocked, recovered by Mahomet. Little drive, doesn't go. Jones now with the rebound, and Mahomet's been active on the offensive board, Scott. We gotta get a body on him. Vasquez now gets the ball down to Busey. Busey gets fouled on the floor. It'll be Metamora to inbound.
It's almost like they didn't play last night.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I didn't look at Mahomet's schedule, but we're looking a little worn down here. You know, we'll get going. Got to get that blood flowing. Geyer doesn't go. Nichols with the rebound. Nichols give and go. Gets in the paint. hits a little floater. And, boy, he is tough in that, high post area right around the free throw line. Nice soft touch. Brady Jones gets the layup off the backside cut.
Who threw that pass?
I think it was Busey that got it to him. So pass is right on time, accurate. Little free throw line jumper. Doesn't go. Busey with the rebound. Like Mahomet really likes to get to that free throw line jumper. Busey now gets down the lane. Ball gets knocked away off his leg. It'll be Mahomet to inbound. Tough one. And now in for Mahomet, number 3, Nolan France, senior guard. He replaces O'Malley. Nichols now against Jones. Loses the ball, and it gets saved out of bounds. Back to Nichols now for 3. And it's good. Boy, Nichols started out on fire here.
We're just going through the motions right now, Randy.
Nichols has 9 points here in the first 3:53. And yeah, the Redbirds, we got to get the blood flowing, Scott. You know, it's early morning. You know, hour and a half bus ride to get here. Quiet gym. It's that dreaded Saturday morning. You know, situation after an extremely emotional, polar opposite night last night.
Right.
You know, so we'll get there. But yeah, Nichols looks like he's pretty tough to stop here.
He hasn't really been contested though.
No, but he's skilled. I mean, he can handle the ball. He can find his way into the paint. You know, he get up and hit that jump shot. So he's a tough guy. Tough matchup. Jones to Geyer. Now to Koch. Thought about the 3, drives down, gets it out to Vasquez for 3. Doesn't go. Koch with the rebound. Now to Busey for 3. Doesn't go. Vasquez runs down the rebound, saves it to Geyer. Backside to Koch.
There you go.
Finishes with the left hand on the backside. Nice work by the Redbirds. They're active on the offensive boards, moving the ball. Again, not forcing anything. And there's Nichols, takes the 3, and Koch with the rebound. Maybe a heat check for Nichols there. Koch gets in the lane back. Nice pass to Brady Jones with the backside, and now the Redbirds are really working well together. Really little elbow jumper. Vasquez runs down the rebound. Geyer reverses it over to Busey. Vasquez gets in the lane.
And that'll be off the foot. And they'll bring in Bourne and that Morrison.
Morrison, yep.
In place of Geyer and Busey. So maybe now we'll put the press on.
Yeah,
But I don't know. We're a little worn out.
I was going to say, I don't. If we did, I think we'd wait to the second half. Vasquez drives the baseline, and he's going to get called for the offensive foul. Again, I did not have the angle there. He must have extended on that left side. So now, like Ashton Taylor gets up off the bench, and he's going to replace Vasquez, who's got 2 fouls now for the burst here with 2:37 in the first.
Ashton Taylor, a really good player, though.
Yeah, very capable.
He traveled.
And, little turnover there for the Redbirds. That helps. And looks like O'Malley comes back into the game for Mahomet. He replaces France. Bourne posted up against Nichols. Sets a screen for Koch. Koch gets called for the travel. I didn't see that. But trading travel for travel here. And substitution for Mahomet. Number 33 comes into the game. Senior guard Ryan Pruitt, number 33. And
that's a charge.
That's Morrison draws the charge.
Yeah.
Nice defense by the sophomore. Getting a little defensive battle here, Scott.
We got 4 sophomores out there.
Morrison was looking for Bourne, got covered up. Koch drives baseline, gets it out to Taylor. Bourne now for Morrison for 3.
Good.
Nice. Boy, Morrison just didn't hesitate there. You know, he's got his feet set. Good looking jumper. Fadeaway jumper goes for Nichols. And boy, Brady Jones, you know, back-to-back tough matchups, you know.
Yeah. Guys with back with fadeaway jump shot. He's going to have nightmares about fadeaway jump.
Yeah, I mean, he had Kit last year, or last night. He's got Nichols tonight. I mean, wow, it's two tough matchups for Jones. Ball goes into Bourne in the paint.
Oh, nice.
Fouled.
Nice
goes
job.
the line to shoot 2. And
made himself big. Nice passing lane. They went up over the top.
yeah,
Nice
great.
job by Bourne.
Yeah, great job posted up by Bourne, and that was a really nice pass by Jones. You know, and sometimes, you know, you get a big man pass into a big man, they kind of floated up there, really accurate to one another, you know.
Yeah.
You get that extra sense of post-entry passing. So Bourne cuts it to 2, and now Nichols will check out of the game for Mahomet. That's at the end of the quarter here.
That'll bring in Cam Beekman.
You rest Jones here now that Nichols sat down. So
Sophomore for sophomore.
yeah.
And
Bourne makes them both. Gets us within 1 here with under a minute to go in the first. A layup's good from Grady, number 55, junior forward for Mahomet. Redbirds looking to hold it here for the last shot.
is the shot clock off? Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Beekman hands off to Koch with her 3.
Good.
Nice looking shot. That ties things up here, and now there's a foul by Morrison, and they're going to give him the 3 shots. Oh, just kind of what you didn't want there. You wanted to foul him on the floor, but once he goes into the shooting motion, that's a tough one there. Number 5, Paxton O'Malley, junior guard, Mahomet here.
That's not a good foul.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
He makes all 3.
O'Malley takes all 3 and going to give him a 3-point lead here. So Redbirds down 19-16 after 1.
I think it's time to hear from our sponsors.
Commerce Bank. From setting short-term goals to planning for your future, if it matters to you, it matters to us. Commerce Bank. Member FDIC. Easy Mortgage. Mortgage Matt and the Easy Mortgage team are here to help you land the lowest rate on your next home. Kirby Foods. Be sure to check out their signature Kirby items in the deli and meat departments. Kerrigan's Pub. Serving drinkable happiness since 2000.
Welcome back to St. Joseph's. So Metamora has a 3-point deficit at the end of the first quarter. And Metamora will get the ball to start this second quarter. We come out the same way we finish.
Yeah, Beekman's out there. Although I think I think Brady Jones is in for Bourne.
Yeah.
Is the only change, I think, in the lineup here now.
So that's as big as we can get.
Yeah. Brady Jones thought about the 3. Drives baseline, goes up, no call. Little jump shot goes. That's for Jackson Bone, senior guard. Boy, they really like to get to that elbow area and operate out of there. Beekman now in the short corner. Hands it off to Taylor. And he will draw the foul.
I like him going right at the sophomore's not afraid. Going right at him.
He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Bulldogs, number 35, Jack Stell.
That goes against Stell, senior forward.
He's probably a little warmed up. They played earlier.
Yeah, Taylor does a nice job getting to the rim, and like you said, he's just fearless.
That'll bring in, who's coming in?
Zach Bourne is checking in.
He'll come in
Comes in for Koch.
And it looks like we're going to set up our press, maybe a
little 2-2-1 press here from the Redbirds. Keep the blood flowing here. Morrison's going to get called here. Kind of a reach on the backside, so it'll be Mahomet the inbound. And that'll be the second, I believe, on Morrison.
His second, team's first.
Redbirds in the man half court. And foul is called, so that'll send Bohm to the line to shoot 2. Not sure who it's going to go against here, and that goes against Ashton Taylor.
That's his first.
His first, team second.
You know, a whole host of subs here for Mahomet. 34, Eli Dyer gets in, a junior, and number 4 Henry's back in, and Nichols, their leading scorer, is back in, number 00. So now Mahomet comes out, kind of a full court man. Beekman now in the short corner, guarded by Nichols. Gets it out to Morrison, takes the 3. And Bourne on the backside, rebounds the miss, and they almost looked like a pass there, Scotty.
Yep. Bourne always in the right place at the right time.
I tell you, he's just got a nose for the ball.
Are we in a...
Nichols for 3. Doesn't go. Morrison skies for the rebound. Redbirds are on the run. Gets it to Jones on the baseline. Back to Morrison. Picks up a screen from Bourne. Little pick and pop. Another screen for Morrison. Morrison gets a little body here.
Boy, that one I don't know about. He looked like he just lost his feet, didn't he?
Yeah, there was a little bit of early contact there, but yeah, could have went either way.
And it looks like it's Geyer and Busey coming back in for, is that Bourne and Morrison?
Yeah. Jones sets a screen for Busey. Rolls into the lane. Covered up pretty good by Mahomet. Busey gets it to Beekman. Beekman hands off to Jones for 3. Just rolls out. Taylor now tips it, and Beekman gets the rebound. Put back, but he gets fouled on the attempt, so he'll go to the line to shoot 2, but just good to see Metamora being active on the offensive boards here.
His first, team's third. Sam Beacom at the line, shooting 2.
Foul goes against number 34, Dyer, for Mahomet.
First one's up and good.
And Geyer is going to get called for a little push-off on Nichols down there. So just a little too much body, but I love the effort, you know, grinding away down there. So Beekman brings the Redbirds within 2 here with 5.5 to go in the half. Geyer for 3. Busey with the rebound.
He just about got that to fall.
Yeah. Busey drives baseline.
Oh, and he climbs in. Nice job. Ties it up.
Nice little shooter's roll there. And, yeah, all knotted up at 23 here with 5 to go. And Beekman with the block out of bounds. Boy, good to see the sophomore get up and send a little message there to Mahomet.
And Sam Koch comes back in for Taylor. Nice minutes by Taylor.
Yeah, did a nice job. But nice to see Beekman being a rim protector for us down there, Scotty. Baseline drive, doesn't go. Busey with the rebound. Redbirds on the run.
Have a chance to take the lead.
Koch for 3. Just doesn't go, and now Jones is going to get called for the push-off. That's a tough one. He was just kind of in the wrong place there, but you know, had his arm down, but didn't really look to push off to me. Just had his arm in a vulnerable position, so kind of like a little turnover there. Jumper doesn't go. Busey with the rebound. Busey's doing a nice job cleaning up the defensive boards. Jones now drives baseline. Ball gets tipped, gets knocked out of bounds. It'll be Metamora to inbound underneath their own hoop. Now number 5 checks in. That's O'Malley. Comes back in the game. Replaces Henry for Mahomet.
I like the fact that we're taking it right at him.
Yeah.
Just need to convert.
Yes, we're playing aggressive. Koch thought about the 3. Got covered up by Mahomet. Dyer sets the screen, pops, now for 3. And Redbirds will get called for a little over-the-back push.
Every little touch.
Yeah, this is that goes against Koch. And Nichols now will go to the line to shoot 2. That's the 5th foul on the Redbirds here. Uncharacteristic for the Redbirds to commit this many fouls. But you're right, this is a whole different environment than we were in last night.
Oh,
you know, with the physicality, we've got to ratchet it down a little bit here just to adjust to the officiating, you know.
Checking in for the Bulldogs, number 35, Jack Spell.
Yeah, you're right. A little shock to the system, Scott, after last night, you know.
That's hard to adjust.
Yeah, it really is.
Foul, you know.
So Nichols now with 13 for Mahomet. And, you got a little 1-2-2 press, and they get up to Brady Jones. Takes it out for Busey. Little floater. Tip attempt by Beekman doesn't go, but Nichols with the rebound. He's on the run. And he traveled. Nice job by Brady Jones just to wall up. A little pressure on him. Little backdoor cut for Jones. Reverse layup. Ties things up at 25 here with 3.5 to go in the half. Nichols against Jones. Beekman and Geyer. Good communication there on switch and recovery. Shot clock's running down. 3-point attempt doesn't go, but a rebound.
He traveled.
And he traveled, and he just was
thought,
confused.
yeah,
By, you know,
yeah.
I mean,
I'm surprised that doesn't happen more often if you're not playing.
Yeah, just, you know, we're just not used to that shot clock, and, you know, obviously he got the shot off. They should have reset it. I guess they reset it once it hits the rim. Sam Koch drives the baseline, doesn't go, and Geyer in there. There's the rebound out, and finds Brady Jones. It just won't go. Beekman now working, and just, a lid on the rim there for the Redbirds again.
Can't get a lead. Cannot get the lead.
Yeah, tough. 3-point attempt for Mahomet. Rims out. Brady Jones with the rebound. Redbirds pushing the ball. Brady Jones attacks. Off the backboard, just rolls out.
Come on.
Yeah. 3-point attempt. Doesn't go. Brady Jones with the rebound. Looking to attack. Gets blocked, and he'll draw the foul. He'll get to the line to shoot 2.
I still love the aggressiveness.
Yeah, absolutely. Foul goes against number 5, O'Malley.
His third, team's fourth.
That's the 3rd foul on O'Malley for Mahomet, so he'll check out of the game here.
Checking in for the Bulldogs, number 3, Nolan Brands, and number 4, Parker Henry.
Jones has a chance to give the Redbirds a 1-point lead here.
Our only lead of the first half if he can connect here.
And it just doesn't go. Nichols now brings it up against Jones. He's looking to attack. Gets to his spot. Little jumper doesn't go. Beekman with the rebound.
Nice, strong
rebound. It over to Busey. Busey now gets it down to Jones. Jones, and he gets called for the charge, and that was tough call there. That's a tough call. So Brady Jones picks up his 2nd, and Bourne now will check in for him, and that's a tough call there. He's playing a little bully ball there, you know. But yeah, that's tough. So Bourne now gets the task of guarding Nichols. And that's number 35.
Well, why wasn't that a
Dell.
charge? Why wasn't that a charge?
Finishes with the left hand. Bourne now out to Busey. Busey gets it into Beekman. Back out to Busey, drives baseline, over to Geyer, to Koch. Geyer drives the lane and just
there you go.
Puts it in over Nichols. Nice job by Geyer to alter his shot there. Brings us back to a tie game. Bourne's now on Nichols, knocks it away. Coming for 3, and it goes. That's number 23, Jackson Palm. And the shot clock is about a half a second off, so the Redbirds can hold it for 1 here. Bourne gets in the lane, kicks it out to Busey for 3. Doesn't go, and Koch now is going to get called for the foul, and that's going to bring Mahomet to the line to shoot 2. We're Koch's 2nd foul there, so we've got to adjust to the physicality of what we had last night and kind of repackage that for what we're doing here today, Scott, you know. The most fouls we've had in a half, I think, all year.
By far. By far.
Checking in for the Bulldogs, number 33, Ryan Pruitt.
substitution here, 33. Pruitt comes in for Mahomet.
And he gets the second.
2.9 here. Geyer now has it. Look to get a shot off. Volleyball line jumper.
Almost got it.
Doesn't go, but Redbirds will take a 4-point deficit in the halftime, down 31-27 here at St. Joseph Ogden in the shootout.
Thanks to our halftime sponsor, Merrill Lynch. Get supported by a team with over 100 years of experience. Hanover's Pub, your favorite food and drinks every time you visit. Mason Funeral Homes, proud supporter of the Metamora Redbirds. Sue's Place. Win or lose, there's always Sue's. Goodfield State Bank. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you. Zobrist Insurance, your total insurance solution.
The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you.
Contact Greg Harmon for your personal price plan today.
Thanks to our scoreboard sponsor,
Welcome to Kaufman
Midwest
Wellness
Building
Center.
Systems.
I had struggled with back
A
pain
family-owned
for
company
many
serving
years.
Central
I've only
Illinois
had
for
7
30+
decompression
years.
treatments,
Call
but I
Midwest
have
for all
already
your
seen
building
a huge
needs.
improvement.
Throughout working and sports injuries and that type of thing, my body's been abused for well over 50 years, and Dr. Kaufman has kept me to where I could continue to work. I had had carpal tunnel, and once we started the laser light, that tingling and numbness was alleviated.
At Kaufman Wellness Center, your journey to wellness starts here.
What sets Snyder Village apart from other retirement living options? With a campus of over 40 acres, Snyder Village is a life plan community, offering several levels of care at one convenient location. From independent living to assisted living to skilled nursing, you're sure to find what you're looking for. Snyder Village is a faith-based community, providing for the physical, emotional, and spiritual needs of others. As a nonprofit organization, Snyder Village offers a local touch. Come see why people call Snyder Village home. Visit SnyderVillage.com.
From storefronts to civic landmarks, Martin Sign Service brings your message to life. As a full-service sign and graphics provider, we manage every detail from design to permitting, fabrication, and installation. Precision craftsmanship on every sign, every time. Channel letters, pylon, and digital message signs that stand out day and night. In business for over 65 years, our expert team delivers every project on time and on budget. Martin Sign Service, trusted for quality, committed to your brand. Contact us today for a free quote on your next project.
Edward Jones, this is Shirley speaking. How may I help you? Oh, hey Neil, how are you? How was the trip?
With nearly 7 million investors,
Right here. Hold on one second.
you'd expect us to have a highly skilled call center.
Kevin, Neil Hawley's on line 1.
Okay, great. And we do. It's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing.
For financial strategies and one-on-one advice, contact Kevin Kyle.
Contact Greg Harmon for an auto quote today.
$101. You can do it. 102. We're not gonna give up. We're never until we're strong and mighty and tough. These weights are gonna be heavy, like a heavy job. So you're gonna need to bring your muscles with you. Got it? Now let's get lifting some weights. Come on.
The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you.
Contact Greg Harmon for your personal price plan today.
Well, we love it. So we've been coming for almost 10 years. Dr. Kaufman is affiliated with high school sports. It offers anything from adjustment to physical therapy. The whole staff is so good to my family, which is extremely important nowadays.
Welcome to Kaufman Wellness Center. Our spinal decompression therapy helps alleviate pain and promote healing.
I had severe lower back pain. Dr. Kaufman, he suggested spinal decompression, and it has worked wonders.
At Kaufman Wellness Center, your journey to wellness starts here.
Mason Funeral Homes, proud supporter of the Metamora Redbirds.
Welcome back to St. Joe's. Well, Randy, Metamora took that 4-point deficit into the halftime locker room. We were down 5 last night at halftime.
Yeah, I mean, I think for all different reasons, you know. But, yeah, I think the biggest that we got to adjust the officiating here a little bit. You know, we got to keep working the tempo. I love what we're doing off the defensive boards. You know, we're just getting the ball and going, and it's creating opportunities. But, you know, I'd like to see us maybe, you know, set some good screens and get some good three-point looks here. You know, that'd be nice to see in the half court.
So Metamora had fallen behind 12-4, but since then we've outscored them. So we have that to build on.
Yeah, we had the unfortunate foul there at the end, you know,
of the first quarter.
Yeah, the first quarter. You know, that gave them 3. So
we come out with the starting lineup.
Yeah. But yeah, Vasquez is out there. You know, so you got Koch and Vasquez and Brady Jones each have 2 fouls for the Redbirds, which is pretty uncharacteristic. Nice job by Vasquez to recover there in the shooter on the double screen. Nichols gets in the lane, kicks it out.
Wow.
Little baseline jumper goes. Number 23, Baum. Put together a pretty nice game. He's got 10 now for Mahomet.
We need a bucket.
Vasquez for 3 from the corner, and beautiful. Boy, we start hitting that three-point shot. That changes everything for us. Brings Metamora within 3. Nichols against Jones, hands it off to Baum. Baum gets in the paint, little jumper, rolls out. Jones with the rebound. Gets it to Busey. Busey, Vasquez working together. Now Koch gets a screen. Dyer pops. Gets into the lane. Tries to get the back door to Jones. It just wasn't there. That bounce pass on the lane is tough. Guy's got to be really wide open. Now Nichols, little baseline jumper, goes.
Oh, they're just a better team right now, Randy.
Yeah, that's Nichols now has 15 for Mahomet. And when he pulls out the Chris Mullins there in the baseline, that's tough. And ball just sails out of bounds for the Birds here.
That's an unforced turnover.
Yeah, we just got to tighten it up here. Nichols for 3.
Yeah.
And he's just feeling it.
Yeah, he's the best player on the floor by a long shot, isn't he?
Yeah, a lot of confidence. And ball goes out. And the ball was tipped, so it's Metamora ball. Ball was tipped on the pass out. Redbirds find themselves down by 8 here.
Yeah. They're getting close to getting blown out, Randy.
Pick and pop. Vasquez thought about the 3, gets in the lane. Gets it out to Koch for 3. The quick release just won't go. And that ball just gets downhill for the layup. He's got 12 now, and Redbirds down by 10. And Coach James takes a 30-second timeout to talk things over. And Redbirds just need to get on track here, Scott. You know, just all the little things just aren't coming together here for us.
Yeah. We're I know last night was a big game and a taxing game, but
yeah, these Saturday morning games, I mean, you got to bring it. You have to bring it.
You have to bring it, or you're going to get blown out.
You got to look within, and you got to bring it because the energy just isn't coming from anywhere else, you know. So Redbirds got to do some soul searching here, down by 10, get back into this game. Sam Koch to inbound. Gets it into Vasquez. Now to Jones for Geyer. Now for Busey. Back to Geyer. Ball goes into the paint for Jones.
That's a nice entry
To the
pass.
left. That was excellent work there. You know, go inside your biggest guy on the floor and get him in the post. Well done. Cuts the lead down to 8. Nichols misses the layup. Vasquez comes away with it. Koch over to Busey. Takes the 3, now takes it. Doesn't go. Long rebound in the corner. Mahomet's got it. The ball up to Nichols. Started by Jones. Nichols attacks. Little elbow jumper, doesn't go. Vasquez has the rebound. Gets it up to Geyer. Reverse layup.
That's nice.
Cuts the lead to 6. Redbird showing some life here. 3-point shot.
They're good. They're good.
That's O'Malley. He was on the bench most of the first half in foul trouble. Koch takes it down the lane. Puts it up. It's blocked. Little Euro step. Goes for O'Malley.
Back up to an 11-point lead, Randy. Just like that.
Jones kicks it out for Busey. Takes it in. Off the board, doesn't go. Ball gets knocked out of bounds to Metamora, and a couple substitutions ready to check in. That's Bourne and Morrison. Check in for Geyer and Busey. Redbirds to inbound. And they were just
doing the shot clock.
Oh, resetting the shot clock. Okay. So a whole other element here that ball goes into Bourne. To Morrison. Out of Vasquez. To Koch. Gets it down in the post to Jones. Out to Bourne for 3.
And got it.
He cans it. Cuts the lead
to 9.
Down
Wait
to
a minute.
9.
Was that a 12-point lead?
Yeah, I don't know if they gave us the full 3-point on that. Was foot on the line, maybe?
I thought that was a 3-pointer.
I thought it was too, but Bourne with the rebound. Redbirds on the run. Jones over to Vasquez, to Morrison. Jones screens for Vasquez, rolls, gets the layup. That screen and roll is outstanding. We've got to do that about 50 times a game, Scott.
Yep.
Cuts the lead down to 7 here. 2:45 to go in the third. Redbirds defense is tightening things up here a little bit. Jones guards Nichols. Ball gets to go out. Vasquez knocks it down. Bourne now recovers, gets it over to Koch. Left-hand layup.
That's a lot of hustle there.
A 5-point game. Bourne with the steal. Gets it over to Morrison. Gets picked off by Nichols. And Bourne now fouls on the shot attempt, so Nichols will go to the line to shoot 2. That'll be Bourne's first foul. He was trying to grab him on the floor before he got the shot up. And
No. That's not a Brady Jones. It's on.
Yeah. Yeah, they got that corrected. So Nichols to the line for Mahomet. A host of subs here for Mahomet. Got number 3, Franz. Number 33, Pruitt. And at this table, number 34, Dyer waits to get in. I guess he's going to replace the shooter if Nichols converts the free throw. He missed it just to stay in. I used to do that, Scott.
Yeah.
Scott's to Jones, to Vasquez, down into the post, and Nichols stayed in the game and commits the foul. This coach isn't going to be happy about that.
How much he got now?
That is, I believe, his second.
Yeah.
Nichols will check out. He's got 19 for Mahomet. Vasquez on the inbound to Brady Jones.
Again.
From
We
Morrison.
can do that all night long.
Yeah, cuts the lead to 4. Redbirds just grinding their way back into this one, Scott.
But when we get close, we got to be able to take the lead.
Scott gets his hands on it, knocks it out of bounds. Mahomet to inbound. Screen over here, and boom, falls on Brady Jones with the steal. Gets it to Morrison. Gets it up to Koch. Koch attacks. Ball gets knocked away. Bourne with the rebound.
Give it up.
Morrison to Jones. To Vasquez. Sets the screen. Back door to Koch.
There you go.
And Koch converts. 2-point game. Nice feed from Vasquez.
And we'll get the ball back before the end of the quarter.
Three-point attempt from Mahomet. Doesn't go. Vasquez with the rebound. Shot clock is off, so Redbirds can hold it for 1 here.
Now, they've done a great job of coming back here in this.
Yeah, I mean, we were down double digits there, so.
Down 12.
Well done by the Birds here, scratching and clawing their way back into this one. Brady Jones wanted the ball down in the post. He gets it. Brings the ball down. It goes in up off the board. Ties things up here. And now you just don't want to commit the foul here. And Redbirds tie things up. All knotted up at 46 at the end of 3.
Hanover's Pub. See you on the square. Thanks to our halftime sponsor, Merrill Lynch. Get supported by a team with over 100 years of experience. Kirby Foods. Kirby Foods is proud to be 100% employee-owned.
Welcome back to St. Joseph's as we head to the fourth inning, or fourth quarter. It'll be Redbird ball to start the fourth.
Redbirds have done a great job scratching and clawing their way back in here to tie this up.
So let me ask you, they got out to that 12-point lead and things were really going Mahomet-Seymour's way. Now Metamora's come back to tie it. Does that take a little bit of the start shot of your...
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, Nichols has kind of been their guy, Nichols and Bohm. And, you know, if we could slow those guys down, you know. Koch for 3 off the front. And Bourne's going to get a cheap one here. 80 feet away from the bucket.
See, the problem is we tied it up, and we can't shoot. We got a good look there. We just can't
get a little lead going.
Can't get a lead.
Absolutely. So yeah, Redbirds have to get stops and rebounds here. Defense activity is definitely. There's a nice little double team there by Bourne, and now Morrison gets the steal. Vasquez finishes with the right hand. Redbirds with a 2-point lead here, but
first lead of the game.
Our defensive intensity is picking up, Scott. You know, we're just getting more in the face. These guys are making it more difficult. Koch with the rebound. Redbirds looking up the floor. Ball gets picked off. He's looking for Morrison down there. Now Morrison commits the foul.
He made a great play down here, though, to intercept that pass. We're not playing real headsy ball at times.
Yeah. Those bounce passes, you know, they're slow-moving passes, and Mahomet's jumping that passing lane and getting some steals. So we just have to be a little more cautious, taking care of the ball, getting good opportunities. But that's the third foul on Morrison. So got to watch his P's and Q's here.
But you're in the fourth quarter, so he can. That's a flop there, isn't it?
Nichols against Jones. Yeah, there was contact. I don't think it was that extreme. Layup doesn't go. Bourne with the rebound.
There you go.
It over to Morrison. Hands off to Vasquez. Out top gets the screen from Jones. Jones pops. Bourne wants it down in the post. Bourne puts it up, just won't go.
Boy, that's still not a bad shot, though.
Vasquez almost picks it off. Now a deflection from Jones, recovered by Koch. On the move. Morrison thought about the three. Now he drives in. And Morrison just lowered his shoulder enough to give the charge. So
that wasn't
called.
That
That's 4 now on Morrison. And so Beekman and Geyer come up off the bench. They replace Morrison and Koch. And now Mahomet takes a 30-second timeout. Talk things over here, down by 2. But yeah, I mean, we've had some opportunity there to open this thing up, Scott, and we just didn't convert. We just got to be a little more crisp with the ball.
We've had the last 2 trips. We've had a turnover and a foul without getting a shot off.
Yeah, that's it. And, you know, and not that I want to keep talking about last night, but that happened to us last night. There's a number of trips down the floor where we did not get a shot up. You know, a bounce pass in the lane, a careless little thing. You know, so yeah, every possession has to be cherished. You know, got to get a shot. But I like our energy, you know, our defensive energy, to me,
has gotten better.
Is what, you know, we're turning that defense into offense, you know, and you know, off the defensive boards, off the steals, deflections, get out in the passing lane. That's what's fueling us right now.
We got Beekman and Jones, Vasquez, Geyer, and Busey on the floor for Metamora.
Home gets knocked away. Jones on the recovery. He attacks down the rim, and he gets fouled on the floor.
Yeah.
So Redbirds will inbound, but nice job by Jones just to attack, you know, and such a capable ball handler, you know. Ball goes into Vasquez, to Geyer, down to Jones. Saves it to Beekman. Now the ball's loose. Beekman's just going to get called for the foul. He was just off balance. You know, no malice intended there.
See, again, another trip down the court without getting a shot off.
Yeah, and we really forced that pass into Jones. That's been so open. I think sometimes we take it for granted, but really had 2 defenders there that got a hand on the ball and just didn't get a clean catch. Thomas got to the high post, the handoff for 3 off the front. Vasquez with the rebound. Gets the screen from Geyer. Now over to Jones, to Busey. And they're looking for Vasquez for 3. Gets it down to Beekman in the post. Out to Geyer. Back to Vasquez. Now to Jones. Jones drives baseline, finishes with the reverse layup. Redbirds up by 4 with 5 to go in the game. Nichols now against Jones. Nichols fadeaway jumper, doesn't go. Rebound bounced off the Geyer.
That's still pretty good defense and real good rebounding from Metamora. We had 3 guys there.
Geyer over to Vasquez. Thought about the 3. Gets it over to Beekman. Backdoor cut by Geyer. And ball gets taken away and foul is called. And Geyer, was he in the shooting motion?
Yeah, they're giving him 2 shots.
Fouls on the Bulldogs, number 35, Jack Stell.
Well, let me ask you, is that a foul last night?
His third, team second.
Is that a foul last night?
Yeah.
I don't think last night they would call that a foul.
I have a tendency to agree with you.
That's part of basketball. You got to adjust to the officiating. I mean, every game, things are going to be just a little bit different, and that's just part of the deal.
Let's go, Gavin. We need this. We need this point. We need every one of the points.
Yeah, free throws are going to be important here.
Oh.
Comes up empty. Back to the defensive side here for the Birds. Jones on Nichols. Nichols looks to attack. Passes it off.
Great
deflection, and Busey with the recovery. Nice job to wall up. Jones now drives the baseline. Finishes off the glass. Gives the Redbirds a 6-point lead. Now Mahomet takes a timeout, and Jones now has 18 for the Birds.
I'll tell you that defense down there by Beekman, just wall up, straight up and down.
Yes. Was getting his hands on the ball, deflecting it. Busey gets a recovery, and we attack. The defense has created our offense today, Scott, really. When you think about it, you know.
Yeah, for sure. And you know, the defense is picked up, and then our offense, we're getting much better shots.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, when you get, you know, a Brady Jones, 6'6", capable leaper, running to the rim.
You know, it's almost like they let him go down there. I mean, that's a big kid. Brady Jones looks like a tight end for the Bears. But
yeah. Who have a big game tonight against Green Bay. I will be watching very closely.
Won't we all?
Yes, yes. So hopefully we can pull it out. Been 2 exciting finishes so far this year against Green Bay. That's their classic, Middle Illini situation there, right? A conference foe, and sometimes you got to see them in the postseason. So, you know, my wife's a Green Bay fan, Scott. So, you know, it's going to be a rough night either way.
Mixed marriage.
That's right. Exactly. So with 3:56 to go, Redbirds up by 6. Mahomet to inbound, and the defensive intensity just needs to stay where it's at here. Continue to get stops and rebounds. Got to believe they're going to set something up here for Nichols or Baum. Baum's got it. Attacks. High off the glass. Doesn't go. Vasquez with the rebound. Gets it up to Busey. Busey now attacks the rim. Reverse layup. Doesn't go. Beekman picks it up. Gets it out to Vasquez for 3. Off the front. Nichols gets the rebound.
I liked everything we did. I thought we got a good shot on the initial fast break, and I thought Vasquez took a nice shot.
Yeah, great looks. That's number 4, Parker Henry. Puts it in. Gets Mahomet within 4. Vasquez running the baseline. Looking to get open. Ball goes into Jones. What an entry pass by Geyer. Vasquez now to Geyer. 10 on the shot clock. Turns the corner. Gets it to go.
Nice. Did he get by with a walk there a little bit?
Maybe, but there's a little bit of bump in there too. So Mahomet for 3. Long rebound. Bounces out. Brady Jones knocks it over to Geyer. Gets it popped away. And that looks like he took a lot of steps there, Scott. But it turns out to be a 3-point play opportunity. Beekman's going to get called on the foul, and that's number 5, O'Malley. Gets to the line here.
And we've got 5 team fouls, so they're in the bonus these final 2.5 minutes.
O'Malley now with 11 points for Mahomet.
I was going to say, that's he only gets 1 shot.
Geyer to Jones for three. And Geyer's going to get caught on a cheap one there for reaching in, and that's going to put Henry to the line here. I'm sorry, O'Malley to the line. Shoot two, and that's tough now. Every foul is 2 shots for Mahomet.
Good move by Vasquez right there.
Sam Koch will check into the game. He replaces Beekman. Koch secures the rebound off the miss. Mahomet now comes up out in a little 1-2-1-1 press. And they get the deflection and the recovery. Rebound doesn't go.
That's over the back.
And now they're going to call the foul here on the Birds. That goes against.
Wasn't he over the back?
I mean, everybody was leaping in there. That's a tough one. But Koch picks up his third. And that brings, that's Baum gets to the line here.
See, they make free throws. We just can't do that consistently.
Yeah, we've got to hit free throws here down the stretch. Now's the time. Baum ties things up at 54 with under 2 minutes here to go in the game, and timeout taken. Didn't see who called it, but
they did.
Mahomet took it.
Mahomet called the timeout.
Okay, yeah, I got to believe they're going to set up that press again. You know, that was effective with the deflection and the steal. So
teams get way too many deflections off of them.
Yeah,
there's no head fake. Come down.
Yeah. And that chest pass is tough to get that chest pass through. It's got to be an overhead pass, or you go to the bounce pass, but that bounce pass is slow. And if the defense reads it, they can jump it. So, you want to see overhead passes against this press. Here's a 1-2-2 zone press. Redbirds have a 3-guard front, get it down to Geyer. They're staying in the zone half court. Defense here. Trying to show Metamora a little different look here. High post. Koch, Busey in the corner. Busey gets it over to Vasquez. Now to Jones. Jones drives baseline. Gets it out to Koch. To Busey for three from the corner.
Good.
Nice. I tell you, it's tough to zone the Redbirds because of our three-point shooting ability.
And there we pass the ball so crisply and quickly.
Yeah.
Nobody really.
But yeah, against the zone, you got to move the ball. You get it in the high post. Henry gets the 2 to go. Brings Mahomet within 1 with under a minute. And Jones, the shot goes and gets fouled. Has a chance with a 3-point play here to make this a 2-possession game with a minute to go. So wow, what an attack on the rim there by Jones.
Brady's got to have the and one here.
Yeah.
There you go.
There it is. Beautiful. 2-possession game now for the Birds. Up by 4.
Oh, that's going to be an over and back.
Mahomet with the over and back. And now Redbirds will get it underneath their own hoop. If I'm the coach, I want them to pick that up. I want the inbound to come at the half court. Now we get the ball underneath their own basket.
But why was Geyer down there?
He didn't really need to be down there. Good question. Redbirds set up a little box here. Ball goes into Vasquez. The Koch.
Now we can run some clock. We can run a lot of clock.
Yeah, you really got to be good with your shot selection here. Busey thought about the three.
Good discipline there.
Care of it, and he gets pulled down by the Mahomet defender, and
Fouls on the Bulldogs number 5, Paxton O'Malley. His fourth, team score.
so O'Malley commits his fourth. And the next foul, Redbirds go to the line to shoot 2.
And that puts another 20 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah, the foul. That gives us another 20 seconds to run here. So ball goes into Jones. The Geyer and gets fouled on the attempt, so he'll go to the line to shoot 2. 30 seconds. Redbirds have a chance to go up by 6.
Separate.
Gavin Geyer at the line, shooting 2.
You know, sometimes you got to win ugly.
Absolutely. That's a sign of a good team, you know.
And it truly is. It truly is.
You know, you can find a way to win on a Saturday morning after probably one of the most physically exhausting games of the season on the road in a packed house. So Bourne checks in for Koch. Geyer gives the Redbirds a 6-point lead, and now Coach Dane will take a full timeout here.
That's a good timeout.
Yeah, and I got to believe he's going to set up a little token pressure here, a little something just to slow them down.
You brought in
work that clock.
Bourne.
Yeah, maybe get him on top of the zone there. Just distract them and just slow them down. You know, we got to work this clock down here.
But it's still technically a 2-possession game.
Yeah. But yeah, when you look at this game, Scott, to me, our defensive intensity as the game has gone on, we've raised the level of our defense. You know, just got in their face. You know, everything was contested, nothing easy, and you know, did a nice job on the defensive boards. You know, really not a lot of second chance opportunities for Mahomet.
Well, we made him a little more uncomfortable. I'd say this most of the second half.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and Nichols still sitting at 19. He's been at 19 for a long time. You know, their leading scorer. So nice job by Jones on Nichols, and he's had a little help, Bourne, on him, but just really slowed him down for the second half.
Another gutty performance by the Warrior.
Yeah.
Logan Vasquez.
Redbirds has come out in the half-court man here. Bohm for 3.
Oh, he got
it. Gets it to go. And now Mahomet takes the timeout. That cuts the game to 3 here with 24 seconds on the clock.
Full timeout, Bulldogs.
So it's going to be a free throw shooting contest.
Yeah. You know, now you're within 3. You know, we're going to go to the end here. You know, I guess when you look at the foul board, you know, if you put on the press, you commit a foul 80 feet away from the bucket, and you put them at the line to shoot 2 without the clock running. So Coach Dame elected not to go with the full court pressure there, but certainly understand why, you know.
Yeah. So it'll be Redbird ball after the timeout with 24 seconds.
Yeah, and I got to believe that, you know, they're going to try to steal the inbound here. And then, you know, as soon as they don't get that steal, boom, they're going to foul immediately to try to preserve as much clock as possible. Yeah. Ball goes in. The Vasquez gets it to Jones. Jones now on the attack. Gets fouled on the floor.
And that'll send Jones to the line.
Goes to the line to shoot 2 here with 19.7 to go in the game.
His second. Brady Jones at the line, shooting 2.
Gets the first.
Makes it a 2-possession game.
Yeah, that's huge because there's only about 20 seconds to go.
Yeah.
Checking in for the Redbirds, number 21, Zach Bourne.
So theoretically, they only have 15 seconds. Nice job by
Jones. Makes them both. Gives the Redbirds a 5-point lead here. 3-point attempt, and
what?
Foul is called. That was pretty wild. They called on Jones, and that'll bring O'Malley goes to the line to shoot 3. 15 seconds on the clock. And O'Malley, a capable scorer. And now Koch and Vasquez come into the game. I'm sorry, Koch. Vasquez is already out there. Replaces Bourne. O'Malley misses the last one. Geyer with the rebound. And the ball gets ripped away. They call it a jump ball.
Metamora called a timeout.
Metamora called a timeout on the possession. Wow, excellent timeout by Coach Dame there to maintain the possession, because Mahomet has the arrow right now. So that would have been a turnover. So nice work by Coach Dame.
Woo.
Thank goodness.
I don't know if that's been a better timeout this year. Well, maybe over Limestone. Man, that's as good a timeout as we've seen all year.
Yeah, outstanding. Wow. So with 12.3 to go, Redbirds up by 3, and we get the inbound underneath their own hoop. Now have to hold a spot, after the made bucket. You get to run the baseline. In this case, you got to hold it. So it does make it a little more difficult to get the ball in bounds. And, Mahomet's going to be all over on the defensive end here. So he's got to catch that ball cleanly and rip it through and take care of it. Redbirds line up 4 across the free throw line here. Koch to inbound. Ball goes in to Vasquez, and he gets, and they somehow lock him up and get a jump ball with 9.2 to go. And Mahomet's got the possession arrow. So Bourne comes in, he replaces Koch. And now Mahomet to inbound underneath their own hoop. Nichols against Jones. Gives it to Baum for 3 off the front. Geyer with the rebound.
And that'll be
held. So with 3.3 on the clock, Geyer will shoot 2.
He just has to make 1.
Yeah, I think this is a 2-possession game again.
Gavin Geyer at the line, shooting 2. Checking in for the Bulldogs, number 3, Nolan Brands.
Got a little interesting here at the end, Scott.
Yeah. And that's the ball game.
Geyer puts it away.
That'll put Metamora at 13-5 for the season. And Metamora will take a timeout.
Coach Dame just takes a timeout to clarify, hey, no fouls. We do not want to allow them to score without the clock running, right?
Yeah.
Crazy things have happened in the game of basketball with 3.3 on the clock. We don't want to be one of those stories that people talk about for years here, right?
Yeah.
Let this one quietly go away, right?
I've never forgotten my junior high basketball career coming to an end. Up 5 with the ball. No 3-point line back then, and lost in regulation.
And how much time was on the clock?
5 seconds.
5 seconds on the clock, up by
5.
Up by 5, and
lost
lose the game
in regulation.
That's
kid got called carrying it, threw the ball down. They teed him up. The coach, Eldon Zobrist, thought the refs thought he was yelling at them. They teed him up. Kid sank 4 free throws. Woo! They inbounded the ball. He just turned and chucked it, nothing but net.
Oh, my goodness. That's traumatic.
Tell me about it. I should have been therapy for years.
They should have provided some therapy for you for that, Scott. You know, we're gonna have to revisit that one of these days. You know, Geyer misses it. Fox running. Nichols has it. Sends the three.
Nothing.
Game over.
Fourth.
Redbirds come away with the win, 65-61 over Mahomet here at St. Joe's Ogden Shootout.
We'll be back in just a few minutes with a very happy head coach, Justin Dame.
Absolutely.
A win is a win.
For sure.
We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have Justin Dame.
It's time to announce our player of the game. The player of the game award.
Sue's Place. Come see us after the game.
Brady Jones of Metamora. On his first performance day, congratulations to Brady and thank you to the St. Joseph Chamber of Commerce for sponsoring this award.
Zobrist Insurance, your total insurance solution. Kerrigan's Pub, serving drinkable happiness since 2000. Easy Mortgage. Mortgage Matt and the Easy Mortgage team are here to help you land the lowest rate on your next home. Goodfield State Bank, big enough to serve you, small enough to know you. Commerce Bank, from setting short-term goals to planning for your future, if it matters to you, it matters to us. Commerce Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome to Kaufman Wellness Center.
I have struggled with back pain for many years. I've only had 7 decompression treatments, but I have already seen a huge improvement.
Throughout working and sports injuries and that type of thing, my body's been abused for well over 50 years, and Dr. Kaufman has kept me to where I could continue to work. I had had carpal tunnel, and once we started the laser light, that tingling and numbness was alleviated.
At Kaufman Wellness Center, your journey to wellness starts here.
From storefronts to civic landmarks, Martin Sign Service brings your message to life. As a full-service sign and graphics provider, we manage every detail from design to permitting, fabrication, and installation. Precision craftsmanship on every sign, every time. Channel letters, pylon, and digital message signs that stand out day and night. In business for over 65 years, our expert team delivers every project on time and on budget. Martin Sign Service, trusted for quality, committed to your brand. Contact us today for a free quote on your next project.
You can do it. 102. We're not going to give up. We're never until we're strong and mighty and tough. These weights are going to be heavy, like a heavy job. So you're going to need to bring your muscles with you. Got it? Now let's get lifting some weights. Come on.
Edward Jones, this is Shirley speaking. How may I help you? Oh, hey Neil, how are you? How was the trip?
With nearly 7 million investors,
Right here. Hold on one second.
you'd expect us to have a highly skilled call center.
Kevin, Neil Hawley's on line 1.
Okay, great. And we do. It's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing.
For financial strategies and one-on-one advice, contact Kevin Kyle.
The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you.
Contact Greg Harmon for your personal price plan today. Contact Greg Harmon for an auto quote today.
Thanks to our scoreboard sponsor, Midwest Building Systems, a family-owned company serving Central Illinois for 30-plus years. Call Midwest for all your building needs.
Welcome back to St. Joseph. Coach, the best word I think I can think of right now is perseverance. You guys kind of persevered. You showed some wear and tear from last night's game, and you weathered the storm. And then in the fourth quarter, you mustered enough energy together. And man, I'm really most of the entire second half, I thought you kids played pretty well.
Yeah, they did. After that little slow start to the half, I think they got a 10 or something, and we battled the rest of the way. It was similar to last night. You know, we came out in the third quarter, got down double digits. Last night, I think we showed our youth a little bit, kind of hung our heads at times, and today we responded. Today we came back and we battled. And we tried a couple silly plays, ways to lose that game with as many dumb fouls as we could, but it would have taken one or two more, and we didn't make one or two more.
I mean, Coach, when you think about last night, packed house, physical game, now you come here Saturday morning, quiet gym, you can hear every little peep in the gym, you got to bring it, I mean, what a grind game, you know what I mean? But, the officiating, total different, opposite ends
totally
of
different.
the officiating chain.
I thought they were really good today. Like called it clean, called it both ways, called fouls on both teams, called fouls on rebounds on both teams. I thought they did a really good job. It was a very well officiated game, and the guys adjusted in the second half. We didn't foul quite as much. We didn't foul as many jump shooters. Maybe the very last shot they took was a bad foul, but first half we had a couple fouls that we adjusted to it's not a middle line eye right here. They're not just going to let you play football tonight.
And I felt like your adjustment, you guys brought the intensity defensively by adjusting that. And to me, that defensive intensity really created a lot of offense for you guys.
Yeah, definitely. Cam Beekman gave us some huge minutes in there, just helping in the paint on those guys. One or two guys they had that weren't really threats from the outside, and we tried to have some guys help off a little bit like last night. Cam did an excellent job. I thought he gave us some huge minutes. Ashton Taylor also in the first half made some good plays right off the JV, had an awesome JV game too.
Yeah. Coach, you dropped down by, I think it was 12 in the second half. You call a timeout. I thought you called two incredible timeouts. That one right there, and from that point on, your kids really responded. You erased that 12-point lead in about 2 minutes, and then later on in the game, Gavin Geyer got a rebound, and eventually they had called a jump ball, but you had called a timeout prior to that. A great timeout to save a possession.
I didn't think we were going to get it. I was yelling timeout as soon as he caught it, and then they didn't give it, and then I saw the guy get the jump ball, and then the other guy gave it to us. So we were fortunate there. I think anybody would have called a timeout after they went on that run down 12, but I appreciate it, Scott. But, we had to there. We had to talk a little bit.
Yeah, and whatever you said, whatever you talked about, your timeouts are becoming really, really good. I thought Coach Greaves was really good at timeouts.
Yeah,
you're catching up real quick.
Yeah. I think all was said was throw the ball to Red. I was wide open one time. Ball hit me in the hands. I probably could have shot it, but I was hoping I could just tip it and it might fall back in bounds. But yeah, we did a better job taking care of the ball. We had one bad turnover late against the press, but did a nice job being strong and making our free throws again.
I thought Brady Jones was just outstanding today.
Yeah, terrific in the second half. I think he went 0 for 2 from the line again, just like last night. Kind of got in his head. We talked about just respond and just don't worry about it. Next one's going in. Missed a couple bunnies early. Didn't miss bunnies late, though. He attacked the rim like a man there in the second half.
Yes. And one of the interesting things tonight, a lot of times I feel like we're a three-point shooting team, and it just wasn't there today, and we just found a way to grit it out and just score the basketball.
We're definitely a three. When we're at our best, we're making threes, we're spreading the ball around. But you just got to continue to crash. We got enough offensive rebounds off those misses, and we got enough layups for sure. We had some nice backdoor cuts. We had some offensive rebound putbacks. Cam Beekman was big on the glass. So we're learning how to win when we don't shoot well. I think 4 for 18 from the three, so not very good today.
Yeah.
Long bus ride, physical game last night. First time ever playing in this gym. It's hard to shoot well in those kind of circumstances.
It's nice to get a win again, though, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Right back, one like you always say, it's nice basketball season. You get the next game the next day.
Yes.
So scheduling worked out well. We moved the East Peoria game to yesterday to do a doubleheader so that we could play in this event, and it worked out well. We knew East Peoria was going to be a tough battle. Win or lose, this is going to be a tough game today because Mahomet's good, and it's back-to-back, and it's early, and it's a long drive, and they don't have a long drive, so I couldn't be more proud of the guys for how they played today.
Yeah. Definitely a team win.
Yeah.
And definitely a gritty win.
Yep.
Coach, congratulations. You go to 13-5.
Thanks, so
much. We'll see you next week. I want to thank Jonathan Stahlberg. I want to thank Randy. Thanks, Coach. I want to thank Randy, my broadcast partner. I want to thank Mike Kerker up on the camera up there in Phoenix, who